exercise today when I feel unwell or not to exercise? I have a headache and a runny nose. Shall I hit the gym or not? Or my muscles ache and I don't really have any strength. Shall I fight it with a really good gym session or shall I stay at home? Do you struggle to understand when it is safe to exercise and when it is best to give yourself a chance to recover for a day or two? Do you want to be able to train safely when you are unwell and when you are at your best? I want to get you through this video and to give you more knowledge and a trusted information which you can rely on and take away and take it into consideration when you face, if you face, those days when you're not feeling great. At the end of this video, you will understand yourself better and you will understand how to judge your condition and to be able to listen to your own body and to interpret what your own body tells you. I'm going to share my knowledge, which I gained through trusted sources while I was gaining my qualification as a certified personal trainer and as a certified nutritionist. So let me walk you through this. Every single country has their own health regulating and monitoring services. In the UK, we have NHS and as well as the National Institute for Health and Care Excellence. World Health Organization is there worldwide and guides the entire world and helps to protect all of us. Precise guidance may vary from one country to another, but what I would like is to help you to be able to judge yourself, your condition when you're not feeling well, and to decide whether it is safe to work out or not on that particular day. So let me get to the most important part of this video and get you all into the loop. Lots of studies have been done to prove that working out helps to decrease your risk of chronic diseases. And I have this list which I really want to share with you. It helps me to stress how important it is and what are the super great benefits of working out as well. I really want to share this with you so you know exactly what's happening if you work out on a regular basis and on those days when you're not feeling great. A 35% lower risk of coronary heart disease and a stroke if you exercise. 50% lower risk of type 2 diabetes. 50% lower risk of colon cancer and a 20% lower risk of breast cancer. 30% lower risk of early death. Just smashing 83% lower risk of osteoarthritis. 68% lower risk of a hip fracture and 30% lower risk of falls, as well as a 30% lower risk of depression and 30% lower risk of dementia. Also, training helps you to control your body weight and to reduce the fat levels. And there is so much more than this list which I have given you just now. If you exercise on a regular basis, your chances of getting ill are a lot smaller than if you stay inactive. And your immune system is getting stronger when you work out. But we're all humans, and even the strongest of us, we do get those days when we're just not feeling great, when we get unwell and ill. So let's take a closer look at the symptoms here. Some doctors use the rule above the neck, and it is something I would agree with because there is a logic behind it. These include a runny nose, or the opposite, a nasal congestion, sneezing, minor sore throat. But if symptoms get below your neck, such as a chest infection or upset stomach, and you just face a different picture. Let's take a closer look at all of that here. Let's say if you have a mild cold with mild symptoms and like a runny nose or maybe opposite blocked nose, and you have a headache, sneezing, and don't have really high temperature, these are all your symptoms, then working out may actually help to relieve those symptoms and build your immunity, helping to fight those symptoms and the illness. Stuffy and runny nose are normally getting better when you work out, as your airways are opening up and helping you to actually recover faster from this illness. Shorter routine though is probably going to be best, and intensity, I would say that it's best to bring it a bit down to make sure that we don't overdo it when we train. Earache, be careful with this one, because the causes of the earache can be so different, and it might affect your balance if you have an ear infection, which can obviously lead to an injury. So make sure that you check where the pain is coming from. If it is as a result of an overall illness and say a secondary symptom, your nose is blocked and that is causing a pressure difference, and that is why your ear is aching, then you're good to go. On the other hand, if your ear is hurting because there is an infection, then be safe and stay away from the gym and get yourself fixed first, and then you will get a chance to work out. Throat. If you have a sore throat and as an additional symptom to say, once again, to nasal blockage or due to a mild cold, then exercising should be fine with, once again, intensity kept at reduced levels. And if on the other hand, your sore throat is combined with a fever, with very bad cough, which just would not stop and go away, or even worse, the swallowing difficulties, then it is best to see a doctor and to actually put your training on pause to make sure that you are good to go, and treat your condition first and let yourself to recover. If you have something like an upset stomach, then exercising might make it even worse and increase the symptoms as you're increasing your metabolism when you're working out. And it can actually bring more movement to your digestive system, which you don't want. It is best not to spread the bag as well, and to give your body a chance to fight that bag and stay off the gym until it clears away. Dehydration here plays another important role, as we lose fluids when we exercise, which adds to the overall dehydration levels, which are associated with the stomach bag due to diarrhea, and we don't really eat much and drink a lot less. Don't exercise if you have a fever as well, feel very tired and fatigued, or have severe muscle aches. What do we do with the fever then? Fever is when your body temperature goes above 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 Fahrenheit. A fever can be caused by various things, but mostly triggered by a bacterial or a viral infection. And fevers can cause various nasty symptoms, something like weakness, dehydration, muscle aches, and loss of appetite. No one wants to eat when they have fever. When you have it, the risk of dehydration increases, and if you top it up with a workout, that can make the fever even worse, which we do not want. So having fever challenges and worsens our body's coordination, which increases the risk of injuries. In addition to, it also decreases our strength overall and strength of our muscle and endurance levels. There is honestly no need to explain that all these reasons, they led to a conclusion that exercising with fever is just not a great idea, and you need to get yourself sorted first and fight that infection, and then you will get a chance to hit the gym once you are fully recovered on another day. Feeling powerless, there is always a reason behind it as well. Your body is a very clever, and it takes all its resources to fight the more serious bug. If you feel like lacking power and energy, that means you are fighting an infection or a virus which is already in your body, and hence, as a result, you're having less strength for daily activities. That is probably a sign to take it easier already and take a day off to make sure that your body finishes its job and puts all the strength where it is needed the most, which is fighting your infection. And a bit of a science here for you. When we do get infections, our body gets into stress state and produces cortisol, which is a hormone which helps to get rid of inflammation in our body and to control our metabolism. So on those days, think of a stretching routine and more like a yoga or Pilates based sessions rather than smashing your heaviest. And stretching is great for overall flexibility improvement and stress relief, and will help to open up your nasal ways and to enable better breathing overall, and to enable to help us to improve the blood flow and boost our immunity. And not at all days we should be smashing our heaviest weights and taking ourselves to basically our limits. Easier days with a different type of routine will help us to stay active and to actually help ourselves to recover faster from an illness. If you have a muscle strain but feel okay overall, then try to avoid any exercises which involve that particular muscle and to assist with recovery. And just change your routine slightly and do something different. Try to get that muscle some rest. If you have any medical conditions, something like a broken bone as well, or a fracture, or anything else serious, then honestly, you don't need me to tell you that medical clearance is needed here. You need to get yourself fixed. Do not risk your health for one session in a gym. Ladies, I will create a separate video for all of us to walk you through what's happening during our hard times and how to deal with that as well. So let's get to the conclusion here. In my opinion, do exercise, but take it easy and make sure that you drink plenty of fluids. Smaller sips when you work out, and then plenty after your workout and just during the day in general. Increase the intake when you are unwell, because you don't eat a lot and you might not even want to drink, but make sure that you hydrate yourself and drink plenty. Listen to your own body always. No one else knows your body like you. Exercise is not always a high intensity circuit. You can take 20 20 or 30 minutes walk and consider it as an active rest day without feeling guilty for not going to the gym and that you have not done your best. People who exercise actually do get sick less than those who are less active, and helping yourself with a light training session is a great way to recover and stay active, and also to maintain that motivation levels in general and routine in place. Make sure that you also think about others, not just yourself. If you work out in the gym and have a stomach bug or something else which is easily passed to another person, you're probably best staying away until your bugs clears away, and to make sure that you don't pass it to others as well as for other reasons which we've discussed earlier today. It is best if you do work out not to lift very heavy as well. Just take it a bit easier, and on those days when you're feeling unwell, just go a bit easier on yourself. I would say that exercise when you feel unwell and you feel at the same time that you can do it, but take it easy and love yourself and love your life. You only have one. Do not judge yourself too much for missing one session or maybe even 2 sessions. Stay safe, always stay safe. I really hope that I helped you, lovely people, to understand a bit more about this topic. And now you can walk away with a bit more of the information and knowledge. And to put all the notes aside, what I'm trying to say, that you probably feel always the right way to go, and you can sense it anyway. Don't push yourself. Your gut tells you when to rest and when you can do it. Listen to your body. It's great to be able to understand it, and you will benefit greatly from being able to understand and interpret what it tells you. I wish I could hug you all now and just send you lots of strength and somehow make you very healthy, that you're not gonna need any of that information. But it's great to know this when you do have one of those days where you just feel unwell and you're thinking, shall I exercise or shall I not? Please make sure that you leave me your comments and ask me any questions about this particular video or any other workout I have posted, and make sure that you subscribe, that you do not miss any of my new videos or workouts. And now please enjoy the rest of your day, and please remember to love yourself and love your life, and I love you all, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you guys for listening, and I will see you again.